As the country drives energy transition from fossil fuel to renewables, stakeholders in oil and gas have emphasized the need to embrace the use of compressed natural gas (CNG) for a sustainable environment. Mr. Farouk Ahmed, Authority Chief Executive of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, reiterated the federal government's effort through the Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative to deepen production of CNG as an alternative to fossil fuel. The authorities said this while speaking to the News Agency of Nigeria during the 2023 OTL Africa Downstream Energy Week.
We're looking at the transition from fossil fuel into renewables, but there's always a first step. And one of the key steps that the government is taking now is to introduce CNG, which is more economical, cheaper, especially for transportation, public transportation. And if we must be aware that Mr. President, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has already rolled out what we call presidential initiative on CNG. And one of the key directives or strategy is to introduce CNG in public transportation as per the presidential directives and his own plans to transit from the very expensive premium motor spirit or PMS into maybe CNG utilization in our transportation sector.
Mr. Lawal Sade, Managing Director of NNPC Trading Limited, reiterated the company's commitment to promoting clean energy and CNG vehicles for a sustainable environment.
The whole world is going on this issue around the energy security, the energy transition rather. So energy transition again is bringing us into a landline that we need to key into the climate change. And even in Nigeria, you can see our retail downstream is working on tirelessly, led by the EVP downstream, to see that we key into the CNG, the LPG vehicles, and even the renewables.
Also, NNPC's Executive Vice President for Downstream, Mr. Adidapo Shegun, emphasized their efforts to encourage businesses to use natural gas as a transition fuel.
Also, correct the notion that as a country we're not sensitive to the energy transition. Yes, we are sensitive to it because it's just one world, and we all have to act responsibly to make sure that that we sustain or we preserve the environment. And that is what we support in NNPC Limited. We have identified natural gas as our transition fuel, and we're focusing on developing natural gas and businesses along that product.
CNG, even though it's been part of the industry, the drive to encourage the usage of CNG just started after the removal of subsidy. And most of these projects are not something that you can get off the shelf. They have to be built. And they have lead time. Some of them couple of months, some of them years. So what is being done now is not something that you see in the public. It is the hard work of giving approvals, of finding locations and stuff like that, but definitely we are doing something about it. The most important thing that we want for sustainability is for business to lead while the government supports. And that is what we do through the MDGIF and other initiatives by government, like what we have in the Decade of Gas program and the likes. So the government will take the very important role of supporting business to make this happen.
The costs of conversion, government should come in and make it affordable, not free. There's no free lunch, but it should be affordable so that one can convert the fuel you are using now into gas. Another area is we should mount more publicity on the use of gas. What am I saying this? To the average person, anything gas portends danger. So if you tell an average person, go and use gas to power your vehicle, the first thing that will strike his mind is that's going to be fire. There will be disaster. So government should go in and let people know. And when I'm talking of government, I'm talking of agencies of government like your own agency, to do more publicity and let people realize that it is safe. It is not something that will just drop on the ground and then start exploding. No. So we should let people know and allay the fears.
There were several panel sessions to drive conversations on various issues in the sector. One of the sessions delved into the female perspective, the need to promote diversity and inclusion in the sector.
The thing that I have found in my experience that trumps discrimination is competence. If you come into the workplace and you equip yourself with the skills that you need, and you have the confidence to say, I know my stuff, this is my space, when discrimination comes, they would realize that they're confronted with a very capable person that has not only the confidence in herself and her experience and her knowledge, but also can stand up and deliver value to the organization.
We're advocating for more women in leadership positions, and that can actually be strengthened by strong HR policies and HR frameworks which are sustainable. So personally, I am very passionate about mentoring and sponsorship. So they are different. While mentoring is about coaching and guiding and just leading the women team, sponsorship is very important, and we tend to miss that. So sponsorship is more intentional, hand holding, identifying a woman or a group of women that you want to bring up to leadership positions. So we need to do more of that. We need more women in the room. We need more women in the oil and gas space. My message to the NMDPRA: more women in positions, more strengthened and sustainable HR policies that can see your women, your daughters, your sisters take a seat on the table and make a mark in the oil and gas industry in Nigeria and globally.